What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. Somebody pointed out, man, you're lagging, and I'm like, I explained, like, I used to have a desktop when I gamed, and because a lot of things were going on in my life, I was traveling. I downsized to a from a desktop to a laptop, and yeah, there are a lot of differences going from a desktop to a laptop. The portability is great, but I'm not hardlined, and when I'm running like other programs in the background like
Ocean
OBS,
Master still plots to
it
overthrow
does lag my
Atlantis.
system
Help us
down.
defend our position
The
and
system's
send him
good
back
just
to
for
the trench
gaming,
he crawled from.
but if I was to stream or create content or run other programs in the background, it's not as good. Now, I've said I probably am due for an upgrade, but I'm not in a hurry to do it. So, yeah. Plus, I have a mobile. I have a Legion, um, handheld PC that sometimes I'll just game on that. That's even a lot better than my current laptop. So I know I'm due for a new one, but yeah, it is what it is. But whatever. Um, like I said, I didn't anticipate content creating again, but it is what it is. But I do want to make this video to give a special, appreciation for the people who caught the video. My little my short, because in less than um couple hours, we've already got 800 views. And I remember I have a lot of gamer friends who are professional, and they're making like top tier money, right? And they're like, Mystic, you need to take this serious. And I'm like, well, I didn't want to be a content creator, but here I am. It's not like I wanted to sign up for this, but here, I ended up doing it. Anyways, definitely a thanks to the people who, especially to the people who liked the video, who you know uh, acknowledged the math. A special thanks for those individuals. Like I said, I just came here because I just got tired of the toxicity. I got fed up. I was very much just annoyed by the meta players. I was like, what the fuck is going on with this community? I'm like, nothing new. Same shit. Just a different day. And, I was dealing with it. I was dealing with it. And now you got Florida Boy, who did what I've been saying, took a tank, pumped up his health, proved that tanks are getting more health, and now he's double trolling with Taurus. I'm like, I put a message. I was like, dude, I just showed you why that's not very productive. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? What are you doing? I honestly have to ask. I honestly, at this point, have to ask, what in the fuck are you all smoking? Like, I get the fact that you don't want me to be right. I understand that, but it's actually you're exposing yourselves. I don't have to expose you. I just have to bring it to everybody's attention. The math. You're doing the stupid shit. I mean, seriously. It's like I don't need to do shit other than just put it out for what it is. And then you guys you know, being stubborn is just exposing your ignorance.
Oracle must have sent you to help. I can handle my people's affairs, but
Let's see,
since you're
sometimes
already
this don't
here,
work
help me
either. The
push Ocean
skip.
Master from this Atlantean outpost. He took it from the station guards. Now, we take it back.
My brother, you've arrived, and you've brought friends to
Uh-oh.
witness my coronation. You cannot stop me from taking my rightful place on the throne of
Uh-oh,
Atlantis.
I'm
This is
stuck.
my outpost now, and when the tides of
No, no,
war
no,
turn
no,
my
no. See my
way,
mouse moving?
I will be king.
What the fuck?
Your claim to the throne of Atlantis holds no water, Orm. You will not have this outpost, you traitor!
What?
Attack these foolish loyalists.
I can't make this shit up. What the fuck? Anyways, well, I'm gonna get a 0 on this run because I got frozen trying to skip.
Safe again with your defeat, Ocean Master.
Whatever. Dumbass shit. But yeah, so I saw the post from Florida Boy, and I'm just like, why? Why are you guys so hellbent in trying to prove? Listen,
Will you ever learn,
yes,
Orm?
Rings of Azure, Starheart, and Dilasteel is going to pump up a controller's health to magnify tetrahydron. No one's debating that. There's not even a debate in that. Even if you take, you know, the helix, that's going to be compounded. The problem is tanks also get a modifier for being a tank.
But I am the true king of Atlantis.
There's your problem. That's why you don't win. Because that modifier is also applied to every effect that's being added. So when you add the Dilasteel, the Rings of Azar, the Starheart, and if you use Helix Spike, there's no competition. There's none. There's no competition. The tank pushes out more with Tetrahydron because he's got more health. Yes, the Troller gets 2 times, but the Troller can't keep up. You see what I'm saying?
My deal with Neron has given me unstoppable
Because your
power.
base health, you can strip away every effect. Your base health is less than half of a tank. Now add things like Heart of Isis, Helix, Dilasteel, Rings of Azure, Starheart, and Tetrahydron is pushing out a considerable amount more on the tank, especially if it's fire. So, like, why are you, I can't stand the fact that I can't even do shit. Look at this. Look at this. I'm stuck. Look at this shit. I'm stuck as hell. And I'm minimizing the screen and keep opening it. It's stuck. Oh, I hate this. That's what happens when you try to skip it. But yeah, I don't know why. I am literally stuck. Sucks. But yeah, so I feel bad. I don't feel bad, actually. I really don't. That I have to point out the stupidity of these players. I guess I admire their tenacity to some degree, because at least they're trying to challenge. I put it this way: I have more of appreciation for people who will at least challenge what I'm saying rather than just accept it. I always said to my viewers, "Don't take my word for it. You don't have to. You should do it for yourself." Right? You should. So at least I have admiration for their tenacity. Right? I can respect the tenacity. I still can't respect the ignorance in applying resources and time when you don't need to go that far to draw the conclusion. You can just do the math. right? You can just look up the modifiers and pull out a calculator and do the
You may be
math
able to churn the currents of rebellion for a
prior to
short
wasting
time,
the time and
but
effort.
I am the
So,
true
in that
changeling.
essence, like, it's kind of pathetic. It's kind of like, why would you do that when you could have just opened up a calculator? Why would you waste your
I
time and your
require
money and
assistance,
resources?
my
Why?
loyal
Why
subjects.
would you do that? So once again, you know, but like I said, I respect the fact that they're not taking my word for it.
Will
It's
you ever
still
learn, Orm?
a very futile effort, but at the same time, hey, go ahead. It's your money. It's your time. Go ahead, spend it. You know, but don't come crying when it doesn't pan out. When I still prove my point. You know, that's all I'm saying.
This
Like
outpost
you
will
kind of look a
be
little
mine.
ignorant. I'm gonna have to reboot this show after this is over. There's nothing I can do.
Get out of my sight, Ocean Master. This outpost is liberated. Be gone.
Can I move
No,
now? Oh,
I will
look,
be
now I
gone.
can move. No, see, there was only two players. I was planning on
It's
doing it.
critical that we hold this outpost. Now, I must
Okay,
return to the
so
battle.
I'll show you guys something real quick. Cool. Once again, alts. Working alts, working alts. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick switcheroo. I don't know why I was locked. You know, when you're trying to skip, sometimes it just freezes like that. People be like, "What the fuck's this dude doing?" I'm like, "Oh shit." Okay, so this is my fire tank. Now, mind you, I'm gearing him up, and I will be running tetrahydrin on this tank and getting him geared up. It's gonna take some time, but we'll get there. We'll get there. It's fun. All right. Now, I'm just going to show you guys my health before and after. Okay. It's just so simple. It's so fucking simple. Right here, I have 106, 1 million health. Okay. It's just that simple. And now when I come over here and I switch, now I have almost two. I have an additional 700,000. Now you're like, well, Mystic, that ain't double. It's almost already without any effect. First off, there's no effect. Once I hit anything, the modifier from the tank's perspective multiplies on top of any other effect. That's why I'm like, I'm surrounded by dipshits again and again and again and again. So just activating Dilla Steel, right? So I go up an additional 200k just at that. Okay? So it's like you can't make it up. Now, hold on. Do I have. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. Now, I hope Earth Tank gets a revamp because the power cost is just so ridiculous. I'm just Now, hold on. It's not even on here. I do gotta, like, switch that out. 1 second. I still haven't saved that, but we're going to put on the heart of ice. I already have the heart of ice on. I just need to switch the loadout. Alright. So I'm going to put my shields to the back. So my rotation really doesn't change much. Make sure I have the heart of ice this on, because the heart of ice is going to give me a health boost as well. And it's not so hard to keep when you got a healer for this build to keep generating heart of isis. It's not really that hard at all. You can pretty much keep it up like 70 to 80% of the time without pretty much incident. Now, let's say I go ahead, I throw my trinkets, I drink my stuff. Now, just in this, I'm already over 2 million. Once I add the Heart of Isis buff, it's like game over, man. Like, right there's 272. 2,000,007. Now, trollers can get higher. Like I said, I'm just not geared. That's all. Once you get geared and you add the food buffs, and I don't even have food buff. If I was to add, like, my food buffs and stuff, that's compounding as well. So I just got an additional million. Now imagine that. Now imagine adding your helix spike, right? Imagine doing that. Now I would probably get rid of, in this configuration, if I was going to further the health buff from Tetrahydron, I would remove Eye of Gemini. I would keep the Isis, the Tet, Pages of the Black, and the Dilasteel, and put Helix Spike in replacement of Eye. So, and then just rearrange it for max health even further. Right? You can do that. But the modifier, the base modifier for being a tank just is compounding. That's my point. So with compounding effects, you can't keep up. There's just no way to keep up. That's what we're talking about right now, this compounding effects. So if I eat that, now I'm at base 1.8, and that's not including any additional food. I don't think I have any food on this tune. It will give me a health boost to my other tunes. But like I usually keep like health food and DPS food. This is just an alt. But like you add that, it'll compound with the base modifier. So yeah. Alright. Now, funny enough, everybody's like, well, you should have defense. Well, my ability, like, for example, the lava pool right there increases my defense while I'm in it. So I'm actually good on that. Thank you. Make sure you're clipping it as much as possible. Now, like I said, if you have a healer, it's just, there's always going to be an uptime. should pop that too early. Okay, so if I go ahead, there's 3, 4. That's without my enhanced. I only have a 5. That's without enhanced. That's without shit, I didn't mean to clip that. Fuck. Oh well. I'm trying to get out of combat anyways. That's without um any other outside source, just what I have. So if I had the enhanced, I had the OP chest, I had outs side buffs like Starheart, Rings of Azure, uh, and say I was using the Helix Spike, I would get over 7 million health on the fire tank. So there's nothing you can do. There's just nothing to change that. And Zazo, I'll never forget. Oh, well, trolls and takes have the same amount of health. I'm like, are these guys on drugs? They're on drugs, I promise. And then Florida Boy proving how much he got. And then it's like, hey, you know what? I'll just go ahead. I'm going to do this on a troll with a Dark Horse just because. What the fuck, dude? You guys just dipshits. Whatever, whatever, whatever. But hey, I admire the tenacity. Uh, I don't like arrogance. Tenacity I can respect, arrogance I can't. Because arrogance usually is, accompanied by ignorance. But yeah, now, a lot of people would say I'm arrogant. They perceive me as a narcissist, arrogant, and I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm hard on myself, and I'm actually, I don't like people trying to humble me. I'm a very humble person, but I stay in my lane. So you never hear me talk about things that I have no experience in, and I have respect for the individuals who specialize in anything in life. That goes from mechanics to doctors to lawyers, anything. I have a respect for individuals who, try to become the best in their field. And, I don't try to dismiss or diminish their knowledge. But so at the same time, I have knowledge in this because my background's economics, so I understand the math. And when people come up in the gaming community, it's cool to have fun, but when you're claiming bullshit and you didn't do your homework, well, then there's a person like me who's going to call you out because you didn't do your fucking homework. So, yeah, it sucks. It really does, but you know, you'll thank me. You'll hate me, but eventually you'll thank me. Have a good one, y'all.